first rule is survival. Never disarm yourself in the presence of the unproven. Dwell on that. Welcome back, all my free thinkers, to another episode of Grow Rich, Grow Happy, that place where we follow the breadcrumbs of wealth. And guys, we're about to get to high ground so we can observe what's going on. Currently, at the making of this video, guys, there's been a wave of liquidations. 1 billion plus in leverage crypto positions has been liquidated in the past 24 hours, guys. 815,000 Bitcoin were sold in the past 30 days, guys. Past 30 days. Do you see a trend here? You see everybody running for the same exit. According to Polymarket, it's a 75% chance that Bitcoin is going to fall to 90,000. Now, I say, and this is what I put out on X. Make sure you follow me on X at Mr. Foresight 64. I say, don't let them shake you out the market if you can afford it. Just be calm. Watch. Just watch. Watch what's going on. Get the high ground. And that's what this episode is about, guys. But before we go any further, do me a favor, smash that like button, give me a sub, hit that bell notification so that you don't miss any of these videos. And before I forget, guys, I love all the books you're snatching up over on growrichgrowhappy.com. You're snatching up Overcoming Self for Crypto Wealth. Guys, I hope it brings you as much joy and freedom as it actually did me writing it. But make sure when you're getting the paperback, before you purchase it, you also add the exit strategy to the same order. And then when you go to purchase, it will not charge you for the exit strategy. You'll get it free. Of course, those of you who didn't get your exit strategies, just send the email and my team will make sure that you get your download link for the free exit strategy. Now, also, guys, make sure you look down below, get you a cold storage wallet. I offer a 10% discount on Tangem. Cold storage wallets is the best in the business, and no crypto is safe unless you do the safeguarding. Get you a Tangem, guys. So what we're going to do, I want to say we're going to get up to high ground, but I want to show you something. We're going to jump over here, guys. And this is not going to be a quick video, but it is some things I want to put in perspective. So check this out. This was last night. Whale buys 61 million in ETH. Look on chain, flags the whale movement, basically scooping up 19,508 ETH, pushing his total since November 4th to 405,000 ETH, guys. 1.29 billion. He's sitting on about 126 million in unrealized losses, but he's buying more. Guys, I say just watch. This is what I put out last night, and I said, don't do anything. Just watch. Look at this. Swooping in, buying. But look at the comments here. I want to show you the comments here. This is why you have to be careful. Ethereum is the last thing I would buy. Bear cycle would be brutal for ETH. That's a bold move considering the scaling limitations. Makes you wonder if they've considered the possibilities of unbounded on-chain scaling with something like BSV's Terranode. Tomorrow's headline: yesterday whale got wrecked hard. Do you see this, guys? Stupid whale not buying gold. Everybody has an opinion here. But if you notice, everybody has an opinion, but none of those people has these kind of deep pockets. You got deep pockets like that, you know something that everyone else don't. But like following like sheep, running after the same exit. Oh, everybody's selling. Let me go and sell, because that's what's going on. You got big people selling off things. Could be strategic, but you got everyone else like, oh, the market's collapsing. Let me go and sell all of it as well. Then you got these people down here saying all of their saying, and you know, you get your likes on it and people say, oh yeah, I agree. He's stupid. I'm not going to call this person this whale. Maybe, I don't know who it is, but I'm not going to call him stupid. I'm going to look at it and I'm going to say, why? Why the hell are you buying that much? And you're already in unrealized losses, 126 million in losses. To me, that tells me way more. my camera. It tells me way more. It tells that's another type of story right there. They know something no one else knows. And I say the big thing to take away from this, they're still buying. Of course, they got unrealized losses, but they know something. So pay attention to that, guys. So we're going to go over here because I'm going to look at something else real quick. This is part 4 of what I've been showing you throughout the week with AI, with everything with the crypto market, with I feel like the US and different people trying to suppress crypto and not give it the light of day right now while they're still setting up things. I showed you a video on that. Make sure you check that out, guys, a few days ago. But we're going to look at what Brad Garlinghouse says about banking because all of this fits together. Check this out.
Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse says there's a double standard when it comes to regulation and access for crypto companies versus banks. I recently had a chance to sit down with Brad at the Ripple Swell event.
I was on a panel in Washington, D.C. right after a guy named Brett McIntosh, who's the chief legal officer of Citibank, and who, by the way, is a great guy, former in the Treasury Department executive.
When somebody says, oh, by the way, great guy, you know they're about to light him up. Listen.
One of the things he said is, look, crypto companies should be held to the same regulatory standard as the banks. I am totally at peace with that. I agree. But then he went on to argue that the crypto companies shouldn't have access to a Fed master account. Like, wait a minute. That doesn't make any sense. Like, there are advantages that are good for Ripple and, by the way, good for society. People talk about the risk around let's say, RLUSD or other stablecoins depegging. Mm-hmm. Well, if we have a Fed master account and we have a deposits at the Fed master account, you actually improve the reliability and stability of stablecoins. That's a good thing. We should want that. So, look, I will admit that we haven't talked that publicly about exactly our thoughts on what a Fed master account and a charter license could mean for us. But suffice it to say, we think it will give us degrees of freedom in our overall strategy to kind of continue to build out the blockchain infrastructure.
I guess it's not surprising then that the banking industry is not exactly thrilled about this.
The bank doesn't want competition because they've done a job of serving their customers.
The bank lobby.
Mic drop, guys. Mic drop. I'm going to leave it right there. I'll probably drop this down below. Remember, you have to have an account with Bloomberg and actually to see stuff like this. But what I want to do, I want to jump back over here with you guys because I just wanted to make a quick video to tell you when things like this going on. Yes, you could not look at your crypto wallet and say, I'm hurting right now. Maybe I should sell too, but I choose to do other things like what I'm showing you right now. I tend to get up to high ground and see what everyone else is doing. Not only that, I choose to also look at what are people like Brad Garlinghouse and them doing behind the scenes. Gilbert Verdian from Quant Network. What are they doing? What structures and things are they doing? What parts are they playing for the long game? What things are they building out in some of the projects that I hold and that I'm close to? I want to see what they are doing because that increases my confidence to not only hold on, throughout this storm right here, but to continue to dollar cost average in and buy more. Kind of like that whale that's buying all that ETH up. Now, I don't hold ETH like that, but I'm saying they obviously see something or know something we don't. I told you when you got the billions and you up there with the millions like that, where you can make those type of seismic purchases, it's because you're doing it out of knowledge and you're not looking at the fear. You're looking at, okay, I'm going to go in and snatch up more. I guarantee some of these other whales are snatching up things like Bitcoin and things like that as well. But they also, I guarantee there's some out there that are probably selling. Some of those, what is it? I was looking here at 815,000 Bitcoin were sold in the past 30 days. I guarantee that wasn't really like the major big holders. It was the people who run in the same direction. When everybody yell fire, everybody yell, oh, something's going on. Or you seen the YouTubers make those videos where somebody just take off running and everybody start running toward the same direction. Why? Because one other person did. Cooler heads prevail. Get the high ground. See what's going on in the overall market. Let me know, guys, what are you scooping up in times like this? Again, if you have some dry powder, what are you scooping up? Or are you doing like I'm doing, simply getting the high ground, seeing what this flood is going to do and what assets are going to be available for me to dollar cost average in and add to my bag? Let me know your thoughts down below. To the next one. This your boy. I'm out.
My heart rages around like an ocean.